What is going on, Coaster Spotters? We're going to take a break from the coasters and do something I've never done before here at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. We're going to go to the Serengeti Outpost and do a tour. So we're doing the Serengeti Safari. It is $50 to do, but if you have a Florida Platinum Pass, you get one animal experience, whether it's at here or SeaWorld Orlando. You can like swim with dolphins or something like that. So yeah, we're gonna see if it's worth it, whether you should pay for it. It's $50 per person, and we'll let you know how long it takes. You get to feed a giraffe, as you can see there. So we're just gonna give you a lot of clips, and I'll talk over it a little bit, and I'll let you know all about it. They do ask you to come 15 minutes before your actual scheduled time, and you have a nice little area to sit and rest and get a drink of water, which is nice. So I've been wanting to do this forever. Usually I just don't like taking time away from doing roller coasters and other things, but this should be a lot of fun. So once you're all checked in, they do have free lockers for larger items if you'd like to take advantage of them, and then you head over to the base camp, which you board the trucks, which are just F-350s, and on the back of the truck bed is just a standing platform. And this is what I really enjoy about them. I was curious about how they handle ADA. On the website, they say that you must be able to SAM for the entirety of the tour. And if you do need a wheelchair, you can prearrange that. And 5 years and up, as a coaster enthusiast, one thing I really enjoyed was that if a train was coming overhead with cheetah hunt, it seemed like they were waiting for it to pass since there are no nets in that area. So you got some great views of it. I love that part. So heading into the safari, we will compare this a little bit to the Disney's Animal Kingdom with the Kilimanjaro Safari, since I'm sure some of you would like to know. First off, let's talk about the price. Obviously, with Animal Kingdom, it's going to be more expensive to get into the park, and you can't pre-book your tour, which you can do on Busch Gardens' website. I think that's really great that you can pre-book it. With Disney, you're going to either be waiting probably close to an hour, if not longer, or you're going to pay even more money on top of it to skip the line, if you can even get that skip the line, which is also hard to come by. Moving on to the tour guide. Our tour guide was Kaylee, and she was absolutely phenomenal. We had a very inquisitive and knowledgeable 10-year-old girl who was asking a billion questions and also trying to, I think, almost test the tour guide with her knowledge. And our tour guide was able to, I think, answer pretty much every question she had. I think there was maybe one or two, and she said she didn't know, which I prefer other than a non-answer. I learned a lot there. Some things about zebras and giraffes that I actually didn't know myself. I thought I knew most everything there was to know about them. So the amount of animals with the entirety of the tour, Disney, you're going to see more. Just as Disney, it's all African animals, so no difference there in the region that they come from. But I don't think you're definitely not going to see as many. I think we saw somewhere between a dozen and 24 different species, which I felt was more than enough for the exclusivity that this tour gives you and the experience. I believe the experience is just so much better, in my opinion. I just loved being on top of the truck, standing around, and you can move around when the truck is not moving. And with other things, you're just in that tour vehicle, and you're confined to one seat that you cannot move from. And if you're on the left or right, it could completely change the quality of your experience for sure. And then, we talked about the price. It's anywhere between $40 and $70. And if you have any additional questions, I'm sure there's things I didn't cover or I didn't think to answer. So put them down in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to answer them.
For right now, because we're still monitoring their diet, I'm the only one allowed to feed them. But you can absolutely take pictures and tell them how absolutely cute they are.
Good job coming over. I'm going to give her a tiny piece. Hi, baby girl. Look at you.
She just started coming to the truck, so we're so proud of her. Good baby. And then, like I said, this is her grandma, Cupid. Them coming over is their choice. So if they don't want to come over, they don't have to.
Now moving on to the best part of the tour, of course, the giraffe feeding. This takes place about 2/3 through the tour. And we were parked there for about 10 minutes. Plenty of giraffes came over. I think 4 with 2 babies and only one that we could feed. They had to be basically, trained and be comfortable with the trainers first and all that stuff before they allow the general public to feed them. You're not allowed to touch them. I believe she said it was actually technically against the law to touch them on purpose. She also warned us to be sure to watch out for them because sometimes they don't realize where their neck is, and you could get a little bit of a head bump. I had one little close experience there as I was a little distracted by all the amazing video and photo I was able to take during this. This was just beyond anything I ever expected. And also, as a coaster enthusiast, the views of Cobra's Curse and if Montu had been running were fantastic. As I said, only one we were able to feed, but he kept going around the truck multiple times, and I think we ended up being able to feed him like 4 or 5 times, which was definitely plenty enough, and a very neat experience, way better than another one I did not too long afterwards at our local Six Flags park that has a fantastic safari. But this was definitely the best part of it, and the tour guide was also there to take family photos and all that stuff if you're on cell phone, so there was that as well. So I definitely enjoyed the whole experience, and we're going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Alright, so again, the adult was Cupid, and then we had Sedora and Beacon.
Yeah, the smaller the pieces get, the more
All right, we just finished up with the tour. As you can see, these views, it was not a lie for sure. It took about 40 minutes, and I think it was more than worth it. I didn't pay for it. A friend actually gave it to me since he'd done it before and his pass was about to expire. So if he didn't use his Animal Insider Tour, he would have lost it. So I appreciate that. Jason, you've seen him in a lot of videos. Thanks again, buddy. That was very unique. There's some other parks that do giraffe feeding, all that stuff, but you got to feed them so many times. They got so close. They were surrounded around you, like in the truck, as you saw. It was fantastic. And as a coaster enthusiast, I love the special views you got of Cheetah Hunt, Cobra's Curse, and Montu. Unfortunately, Montu's down right now for painting. By the time this video is up, it'll be finished. But that was absolutely fantastic for so many different angles to look at it. So, I would definitely say that $50 is too cheap for it. It's very good value. Yeah, and our tour guide, Kaylee, and our driver, Meg, were extremely knowledgeable. All right, thank you so much for watching. This is Alex for The Coaster Spot. Like, comment, and subscribe. And, of course, we also have videos coming out about Iron Gwazi, our days here, and all that stuff. So hit that bell for instant notifications when those videos come out. See you soon.